Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. To throw, it's Madden. Throws to the tight end. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
1st down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy. About running the football in the future.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it...
Makes the catch! Touchdown, Colorado! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Butler. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Trying to get to him. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. He's loose. The 30. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Offense in an empty set. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Madden. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't...
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Touchdown, Colorado! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Butler. At the 45, on his way. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Butler.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw, using his legs to buy some time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have helped. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. Oh, they are all over him. That never had a chance, and the fake blows up in their face. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the back.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
28, West Virginia, 13.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got him with a room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Bucks. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner is stopped. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Here on third down. To the air. It's Madden. Gets it out fast. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. New set of downs after that completion. On the run, it's Butler. And he could not get loose on the run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Colorado.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's a draw. Ran through the contact. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Butler. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Madden. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The completion well past the sticks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Using the quick game. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his...
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds space on the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Back to pass, it's Madden. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Virginia.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Got it.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
Clear. Clear.
He's going to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
29 Philly. 2-9.
He's looking for a man on second down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Splits the uprights. Good.
That makes the score Colorado 42, West Virginia 19.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play.
That's the end of the first half.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half.
West Virginia 19.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking to move it through the air. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. With the catch, it's Cox. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. See what they dial up on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He wants to throw it again. Slings it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that one.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Looking to pass. It's Madden. Got his man downfield. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Colorado, 42. West Virginia, 25.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Time to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Colorado! And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Hard running there. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. After the run, now to throw. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, West Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receivers.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
49, West Virginia, 31.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone.
Returner is tackled down at the 26.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buffs! And the stomping has commenced. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Running toward the tape. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Mountaineers have pushed it inside the 20. On the run, it's Butler. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Madden. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
56, West Virginia.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Back to throw, it's Madden. How about that catch and toe tap to get the 1st down?
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this one.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
West Virginia, 45.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He rifles one deep to the left. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
63.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Butler. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ready to fire from the pistol.
At the 19-yard line. Second down coming up.
On second down, just keeps firing. He's going for it all. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Got his man on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Colorado! And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on second and long from the 6. Looking for a man. It's Madden. Getting some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He fires to the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing.
He's going to let it go. He's got it. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Trying to find his man on first down. Connection to the right. Nothing but green ahead. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They want that clock to run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. Makes the catch on the left. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Buffs! And the route is on.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown.
And he's running in the open. He smashes his way through again. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team, don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
91, West Virginia.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Madden. Makes his connection. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Simple call, excellent execution moves the sticks on third down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This is what you're looking for when you have the